convertí en un salvaje, salvaje. Me convertí en un 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 salvaje. Déjame, ya lo sé, me convertí en un salvaje, salvaje. Me convertí en un 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 salvaje. Déjame, ya lo sé, me convertí en un salvaje, salvaje. Me convertí en un 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 salvaje. Déjame, ya lo sé, me convertí en un salvaje, salvaje. Me convertí en un 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 salvaje. Déjame, ya lo sé, me convertí en un salvaje, salvaje. Me convertí en un 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 salvaje. Déjame, ya lo sé, me convertí en un salvaje.
Take them live, baby. Para la pinga.
Let's do it.
Hey, we already up on YouTube, big dog. Make sure you get over it. We starting this motherfucker up. What's the deal, everybody? Welcome to Straight from the Horse's Mouth. If I'm not mistaken, this is our 23rd, might be the 24th episode. I'm with my beautiful co-host, Kat.
What's going on? So good to be back here in the Only in Date Studios in Check there, bro. Back again.
Holla back. Hey, you already know how we get this shit started. Mm-hmm. We're going to answer all the questions that you sent me on Instagram. Hey, listen, everybody, get the fuck to YouTube. We didn't get this party started. Holla back.
So, I can't wait to tell you some stories, bro. Some crazy shit happened, but I'm so curious about all these questions. You got a lot of fans in Brickell, let me tell you. A lot of fans in Brickell.
Yeah, why you say that?
Well, because I went last night to, I was hanging out in Brickell to Better Days. Bro, shout out to Better Days.
I fucking love Better Days.
I love Better Days, bro. It's so low-key, it's cheap, but, like, it's such a vibe. And then last night, bro, I ended up talking to so many people, and I'm like, yo, you gotta watch the podcast. And they're like, oh, who? And I was like, oh, Caballo. They're like, fucking Caballo, bro, fuck with it.
Yeah,
Everybody
boy.
was about it.
You already know what time it is, bro. We've been fucking doing this out here, dog.
You got great fans, bro. Shout out to you guys.
Hell yeah. Hold on, let me get these fucking questions ready.
Dale, we're ready.
Because y'all motherfuckers came strong today. A lot of men, this is our first question. A lot of men who want independent women aren't independent themselves. Ooh. Yeah, ain't that the fucking truth?
Is that a statement or a question?
Yeah, it's more of a statement.
Okay.
You ain't lying, honey. But I think that's also the case for a lot of women who want a dude with their shit together. Two people gotta have their shit together to be claiming that they want somebody with their shit together. But yeah, absolutely. That's Bro, I think that's probably like the most hated thing here by women in the dating scene,
the
right?
Independent thing. I mean, bro, people have a lot to say about the dating thing in Miami, bro. I asked so many people yesterday about dating, and they're like, bro, fuck dating. Dating's dead in Miami. Like, for so many different reasons. But that question for, like, the independent, like, you got to be independent yourself to also want that from another person. Like, how can you expect, you know, someone to have better standards than you, and you're like, all right, I'm just going to roll up. I'm just going to show up to this.
Exactly. A lot of people here are requiring shit from other people that they don't got themselves. And I think kind of it's kind of what you're burdened with, because you want to attach to somebody who has the qualities that you don't.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're not ready to fucking reciprocate it, it's kind of wasted time.
Waste of time.
All right, second.
But mommy, I hope you find love, because that sounded like a very serious statement.
I think she feels like a lot of women. A lot of women out there feel like that. Like they keep coming across dudes that they want all this shit and they're looking for a mommy.
Gross.
You get me? Because that's the big deal. Like I think that's the biggest turn on for women when they come across a dude who is trying to replace their fucking mom in their life, and that's very fucking prevalent in the Hispanic community.
It's true. It is
because
really true.
Hispanic men have been coddled and they're real sheltered, and especially the last generation or two that's been raised by a lot of single women, and it doesn't apply to Hispanics only, but definitely applies to us.
But you still have these kids too that are like 26 living with their parents too, and like
yeah. Well, I mean
the model's a little different.
The world is different now. It's almost like living with your parents is fucking
embarrassing,
okay.
Bro.
Yeah,
embarrassing.
So people feeding ducks, it infuriates me.
Why, bro?
And that was it infuriates me also. That was her saying it infuriates me. What do you mean, why?
But that's such a peaceful thing, and they're just ducks. Like,
get the fuck out of here. Listen to me.
What's
fucking
with
Mike?
the ducks, bro?
The ducks are invasive, number one.
True.
They're annoying as fuck. They shit everywhere.
True.
They hold up traffic.
They do.
And again, it's my problem there is the feeding them, because just like she mentioned, these fucking people, it's the same ones that feed cats.
Oh God, you people.
Listen,
on the
bro.
beach and shit.
Hey, mom, me caen. And what pisses me off about them, bro, is that they come off. It's all virtue signaling. They are the most compassionate people. It's for the little kitties. Just let them eat. The kitties want to eat. When the fuck have you seen a cat die of starvation?
Exactly, bro. But
those are the most efficient fucking hunters in the planet. There's no need to feed them. Ducks are the same. They're gonna find fucking food. When you feed wild animals, you're just teaching them
to be dependent.
To be fucking dependent on you.
It's weird. That's so strange.
But then
strange.
the people
now that I see your perspective.
And then the people that do it, it's because they're so compassionate.
Yeah.
Like you're the dick.
Yeah, I mean, when you said that question, like I pictured, like two people on a park bench and like throwing the
fuck them too.
All right, fine.
Fuck them too. No feeding the ducks here,
Don't
bro.
feed the ducks, bro. Don't feed the ducks.
Keep an eye on the comments there, because I'm.
Yeah. A lot of people. Stephanie Jimenez is saying it's definitely people. Oh, define independent. What a great question.
Define independent.
Define independent. It's a good question.
All right, how would you define
independent man, independent woman?
Yeah, independent. I mean, independent. So I guess there are different levels to independent,
Absolutely.
Right? Because you could be independent in an efficiency.
That's true.
Right?
So what does independent mean then? Is it a certain financial standard?
What would you call it? Like there's carrera independence.
Yeah.
There's Messiah's independence.
That's true. I mean, I would say for women, like I consider myself an independent woman, not in like a I hate men type of way, but like I pay my own bills. I can take care of myself. I don't need validation. I don't need anything from someone else. Whatever somebody brings to the table, it's an addition to, right? So I think that's kind of independent. And I think the reverse would apply for a man as well. Like he pays his own bills. He has his shit together. Like, has a schedule, discipline, like has his shit together. I would think.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But I think obviously independent is kind of self-explanatory in terms of you got to be able to pay for your own shit.
Yeah.
And I think we're at the point, bro, that you got to realize that if you want a certain kind of woman, you got to make sure that you can carry the load, or at least 1.5 in order to make that work fluently, bro. Because again, I think there's a certain loss of respect just
immediately
by default when you're not able to provide that kind of fucking financial support.
If I see that in a man, like that takes it's kind of like a bitch ass. Like if you can't, if you can't.
Hey, buddy, Dave representative. Ducks are invasive. I mean, I guess you're right. They're not fucking invasive. It's more like they're annoying, bitch.
That's so funny. Catherine Hernandez says, "You don't love your mama. Pay your own bills." That's right, girl.
You don't love your mama. Pay your own bills.
That's right, bro.
Oh, shit. All right, next question
Next
here. Difference between Hialeah Cubans versus Westchester Cubans.
Oh my God,
Oh, I would
bro.
love to answer
This
this.
is such a great question.
So, number one, if they're from Westchester, they're much less likely to be committing Medicare fraud. They're still committing
They're
it,
still committing, bro.
but they're much more likely to be committing it in Hialeah. They said, bro, it really comes down to fucking financial, because the people in Westchester were the people from Hialeah.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
from Little Havana.
Yeah.
And that was like Westchester was like the first Miami Lakes, where they made a little money from the drug trade. Hey, everybody started moving out from fucking to Westchester, and those were like the uppity fucking Cubans. Then that happened in Miami Lakes out there in Hialeah. But yeah, bro, the degree of ratchetness, I think, is what separates.
I think that's the same thing, because anytime I think of like the Hialeah Cubans, I think of like Los Balseros, that they have fucking loud ass shirts, tight ass pants, fucking shades, no matter where they're going. The Cartiers with the fucking gold on the side, the Cartier ones. And then
they're fucking
scammers,
flossed
bro.
out.
Yeah, scammers, bro. Scammers.
Tajerazo,
Yeah.
fraude,
De todo.
fucking what, and they do Uber on the side. Para resingar un poquito there.
Oh, yeah, but there's nothing wrong, bro. I think every neighborhood has their own type of Cuban too.
Absolutely,
You know?
absolutely. But you're much more likely to come across un balsero
In Hialeah.
that commits fraud in Hialeah, bud. Bro, this question is very fucking interesting.
Ooh, okay, juicy question.
If your partner dies, how long should you wait to jump into another relationship?
Asking for a friend, or are you preparing for something? That's the question.
I think she's asking for herself. I'm not sure, but that's fucking that one's deep. Bro, listen to me. In all honesty, what are we? If the person's dead and it's gonna help you get over it to be with someone else, I don't fucking see the problem. I can see how there is tons of fucking guilt
Yeah.
associated with
Moving
moving on. Pero bro, I come from the school of thought of un clavo saca al otro.
You know,
And-
that's a good thing to live by.
Granted, we're talking about, it's not un clavo saca al otro in the sense where, it was a bitch that fucking left me and we were together 5 months. It's much deeper of un clavo.
Yeah.
So I can see how that doesn't apply, but I don't know. I really wouldn't want to put a timeline on it.
It's hard to put like a time stamp on it, right? Because like you can't say, all right, cool, 6 months, move on. Like I think if you're with somebody and that person kind of passes away, like that's a serious thing, emotionally, spiritually, physically, all that stuff. So if you've healed enough to kind of move on, or if you're just kind of numbing the pain, it depends on where you are, I think. Because if you're like ready, like you were saying, or if you just want to, move past it for the moment. That's a good question thoe. But
It's
Oh
a
my
tough
God.
question
It is a
because
tough
I
question.
guess you have to fucking be there. You have to have experienced that.
Yeah.
But I can't see putting who the fuck is to say a year? And again, what are you respecting? What you're respecting their muerto?
I mean, that's all that's left, right? Like the memory, but side question.
You're the one living. You're the one going through it.
I know.
So it's up to you, bro.
I hope it goes well, whatever it is.
Next question here. Should we all be rooting for a housing crash? $700,000 for a home in Westchester
Good question.
is bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Listen, I don't know about whether you should be rooting for one. I am. And I don't think that we should ever be rooting for a fucking housing crash of any sort.
I mean, do you remember
But
2008?
You should be preparing for one.
Absolutely.
Like, obviously, you're not hoping for a crash because you want to see people suffering and shit. But you should definitely be fucking preparing for any kind of crash. And just like you said, if you weren't ready for 2008, there's two sides of that coin. There's people that gained a lot of fucking wealth.
Oh, yeah. In depressions or recessions, that's when the people who are ballsy make the most money.
People were
It's
prepared.
going to happen. Like, let's be real. Like, you guys got to understand. I hope you guys realize we've been in this game for a while, the U.S. economy. Like, it repeats itself. They have a
doubt.
market correction. and then it comes back with the price points, but they will drop. The inflation and the false environment that was created when all these people moved here, it's like we created like a fake bubble. So I think it will self-regulate. I mean, the Fed is changing, again, the rates.
They continue to tax that
it.
ass.
It's ridiculous. Their theory.
Well, I
Don't
mean,
even get me started, bro.
they're just making up. They're making up for all the bullshit that they cost.
Exactly.
The only reason the Fed fucking raises rates is because of inflation, so that they can stop fucking spending. And that shit ain't stopping.
It's not stopping,
because there's a bunch of fucking money out there
printed, yeah,
that was given away.
Yep.
And motherfuckers, we're about 3-4 months away from the car thing. I already said it last week or the week before. I cannot wait to scoop up a fucking Suburban from un balsero that paid fucking 40% over MSRP during the whole uprise of the car shit. So
we're gonna start unloading. So prepare yourselves. Get educated. Save your money. Know what the rates are. Like, you guys get the information. It's out there. So don't freak out like everybody did in 2008. Like, because that's gonna make it worse. No?
Fuck yeah, absolutely. Okay, so
Hialeah Cubans are the best. Crystal Garcia, I have to disagree.
Yeah, she's a Westchester Cuban, so
Westchester, bro.
and they said there that they're all moving to fucking Hollywood.
It's
dude.
fucking true, bro.
Look, she's one of them.
I don't want to live there. I don't want to fucking live there, but I can't spend $3,200 for a 1-bedroom, bro. You're crazy. You're fucking crazy.
That's like buying a Suburban 40% over.
Bro, it's out of control.
Are croquetas as addicting as cocaine?
No, bro.
Papa.
I know, bro.
Come on now.
What kind of fucking croquetas are you eating, bro?
Come on, Papa. Have you ever wanted una croqueta after un weekazo? No, Papa.
Oh my God, la Florida.
Are tarros more about sex or the thrill?
Interesting question.
Well,
Depends on who
listen,
you ask.
if it is about the thrill, you're una puta. And if it's about the sex, then more than likely you and your partner have reached a point where you fucking dropped all intimacy.
Oh.
But yeah, if you're fucking pegando un tarro for the thrill, you're una puta that shouldn't have been fucking married.
Yeah.
Or shouldn't have gotten into a relationship. And same applies for the men. If you're out there cheating on your wife for the thrill of it, and not because you're being fucking, not that it's okay in either case, but if you're pegando tarro just for pegar tarro, you're una mierda, man or woman.
You got to take a look at other things going on, bro. Like, in Miami, it's a prevalent thing. It is what it is. But that comes down to people not being committed to each other. So what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing?
If you're cheating for thrills,
Most
the last
I think
problem.
It's thrills. I think it's thrills, like the reason that people cheat. Because
Men,
people get bored. Yeah,
men.
women too. Women too.
I think women cheat, but I definitely think women cheat for thrills. But I think it's a lot easier to vet that woman that cheats for thrills at the beginning than it is not to. Because, in other words, I think that women, for the most part, trick because their man, number one, isn't fucking them.
Attention. Or attention, bro.
Well, that's
They're not getting
attention.
it. Yeah.
You're not paying attention to the pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
So typically it ends up being because of that, and like you said, it's attention. If you're not fucking her, more than likely you're not listening to her either. So it's it's all fucking a series of events.
Let me see. Adrian Perez. Yo, what's up, Adrian? He says efficiency on Hialeah, 200 square feet, $1,700 a month. And description says, está bueno, tremenda locación, barato, todo incluido, and it's a dog shack. Yo, that's hilarious.
Nailed it.
Bro.
Nailed it. The fine line between being negative and being realistic.
They said it's a Miami thing. That kind of follows up to the question that I had too. Bro, why is it everybody in Miami so fucking miserable, bro? Like, every time you go to a restaurant or like wherever, like, people just have this face like, what do you want? Like, I came here to buy something and give you guys money. Like, help me, bro.
Listen, I'm sorry, bro, but I think it's a Cuban thing.
No, come on.
I think there's a little arrogance to Cubans. And because they're the only ones with that shit fucking attitude.
It's a lot of people in Miami, bro. I think people just get so, like, they're like over it, over everything in Miami. They're just like, what, bro? Or you know what? I think people in Miami are so used to like scams and people trying to come at them that they just have like this natural defense kind of up.
Well, that's look. So let's start in the fact that I think this city is all rooted in superficiality. Like we're
God.
we're made up of 3 or 4 different generations of new money ass motherfuckers. So you just for starters, you're dealing with a bunch of people that are just learning how to fucking act,
Spend money as well.
how to fucking
right?
act.
Yeah.
So that coupled that with the fact that we're Hispanic and our egos are through the fucking roof.
You don't say.
You know,
Hispanics and Eagles?
yeah. So it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought the camera turned off. Bro, maybe I'm not on the street as much.
No, honestly, dude, I went to UPS the other day. I'm gonna tell you, I went to UPS. I needed a fucking notary, bro. Give me your stamp, sign the thing. I went in and I thought the lady was gonna cut me, bro. Like her face, I'm like, yo, like straight, I'm about to fight you. And I'm like, man, I'm so sorry that you're here, bro. Like, I can help teach you some shit to like help you get a better job.
Where
like,
was
fuck.
this?
At UPS, bro.
UPS.
Bro, walked in, no smile, nothing. She's like, what do you need? I'm like,
Well, that's like walking into a DMV.
oh, I remember you were going, bro. What a
There's-
mission.
There's nothing fucking worse than dealing with government employees.
Because they
nothing.
hate their life.
100. Well, but and by the way, that was my whole argument that that's what they want to do with the healthcare system. They want to make going to the hospital similar to the process.
Like a DMV?
Of course.
What do you mean?
Government run healthcare. If the government runs healthcare, the way you're going to get an appointment is going to be exactly like it is when the DMV. You're going to go in there, you're going to get processed by fucking 5 people that are miserable to be there.
Miserable, bro.
And they're not trying to speed up the process because they're there getting paid by the hour. It's a terrible
It is.
situation.
You know what kills me though is that some of these people, like, and I'm generalizing, right? That's not everybody. It's like, bro, if you don't want to be there, bro, level up and like don't be miserable and make other people miserable too. Like, there's options for you. Like, you can't sit there and be like, fuck my job, fuck my life, another 10 more years of doing this. Like, bro.
Listen, I think that's another thing that, and I guess I can only speak for Cubans because I know more Cubans than anything, but a lot of the older generation, which might be where a lot of the misery comes from,
Maybe.
they kind of they settled.
Yeah.
And they don't the side
give
hustle
up.
the side hustle doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. Yeah.
And that needs to.
Yep.
Because if you don't have a side hustle, that means that you have conceded
You give up.
to
That's it.
the only money I'm making is gonna be
Time in exchange for money.
yeah, exactly. Freedom for fucking, and that's brutal.
Oh yeah, we got a great question here. It says, Caballo, it's the young fan you met at Dave & Buster's. I want to know, what are your top 3 tips for getting the halos?
Getting la hell
Getting
out.
la
Hey,
hell.
I remember you, big dog.
Let's go.
Top 3 tips.
Great question, bro.
So
Great
confidence is by far
question. Props
the
to that.
number one fucking, you got to carry yourself with confidence, bro. Number 2, part of that confidence has a lot to do with not putting the pussy on a pedestal.
True.
You can never thirst over girls. It's probably the most unattractive thing
Extreme.
to a woman. And third, your physical appearance, big dog. I mean, I know some people think that might come first, and sometimes it should because that's what helps you gain confidence.
Yeah.
So if you have confidence issues, your first one should be your physical appearance. But outside of that, you gotta self-esteem, bro.
So important.
If you get your self-esteem up, everything falls into place. You get confidence, and everything fucking unravels for you. That and learn the jackhammer move. You gotta
It's
learn.
a bonus tip. Oh yeah, I love that you asked this question because I did some market research yesterday on Better Days, right? So I did, I swear to God. So funny story. Remember how I was telling you last week it's only the ugly dudes that hit on me? An actual cute one hit on me in Better Days.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what?
It's
'Cause,
real
like,
dark in there though.
No, I saw him in the light, I mean, whatever. But I gave him an opportunity to have a conversation with me because I'm like, I like the confidence because if you have the confidence to have a conversation, I'll, give you
Entertain
the
it.
time. I'll entertain it. But also I wanted to understand because, like, I want to see how game is, right? In Brickell. So immediately, bro, first 2 questions. What's your name? What do you do? And I'm like,
Basic
all right,
shit,
bro,
yeah.
like boring as fuck.
Look, another tip. Don't fucking ask that shit.
Don't ask that question. That's the most laziest way to get to know somebody, right?
Worst.
So like I was in that moment and like he goes, "Oh, you're such a dork." And like he like kind of shoulder checks me and like this dude was like bigger and I'm like, "What the fuck just happened?"
He shoulder checked you?
Like, you know how those people are like very touchy-feely?
Touchy, okay.
But like he fucking shoulder checked me and I looked at him and I was like, "I am a lady." I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "I'll give you another opportunity." And then he goes, "Oh, meet my friends." And I was like, "Bro, this guy is like, you've already declined immediately. Like, can't have a conversation, meet my friends, shoulder check
How's
me."
he dressed?
It was okay. Like, it wasn't fantastic. I mean, it wasn't my preferred
What's
sense of
a
style.
cute attire for you?
Bro, suits. I have a thing with suits, bro. It's suits.
I mean, suits
But-
are suits. It's fucking.
Suits are suits, but I like really well dressed, like color coordinated, thoughtful. Like, I really appreciate that good style. Shoes, watch matches, like outfit on point. So anyway, this fucking guy introduced me to his friends. It's a mixture of 22-year-old, 24-year-old, like a 30-year-old dude. And I'm like, "Why are you guys all talking to each other?" I'm like, "There's beautiful girls here, and they look like they want to be spoken to." And he's like, "Well, what should we say?" And I was like,
Get
"Oh
the
my
fuck
God."
outta here.
I swear to God, because I'm like, "Okay." I was like, "You're welcome. I usually charge for consulting, but this first one's free." And he was like, "Oh yeah, tell me.
30 plus?
No, there was a 22-year-old, 25, and a 30-year-old, right?
Oh, there you go.
It was
That-
so
that-
funny.
That explains a
I
lot.
think they were shocked that I was talking to them as well. Cause like you know how I am. I'm super chill, like more of like a bro and shit. So he was shocked at first and then he got comfortable. And I'm like, what's your like line? He was like, "Hey, I like this bar, do you?" And I was like, that's it for you? And I was like, "Bro, this is embarrassing." So I realized the game in Miami.
You're getting no pussy, kiddo.
That's why you guys like the dating thing is dead because there's no game. And I go, "Bro, just say hey, like lean into a girl, kind of, touch to her, like the side of her, like her torso here and be like, 'Hey, I like your vibe. What's your name?'" And this guy was like, "That'll work." And I'm like, "Yes, confidence, like bringing that to the table." It was the funniest thing, bro.
That's
Ridiculous.
brutal to hear. And it's funny you mentioned that because I do think that social media and dating apps and shit have
Killed romance, bro.
minimized game.
Yes, that's
You don't need game. You don't need to fucking the gift of gab. Typically that's what
like down. Okay, let's go.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
fuck.
And by the way, that's what really hooks in a woman when you brain fuck her. You get what I'm saying? And another thing I was gonna mention is you should never lead with compliments on physical appearance.
That's the laziest way to talk to a
Women
woman.
get that
Nonstop.
every fucking time they turn a corner, every time they open their DMs, they have sweaty motherfuckers going on there talking about you, bro. You're so beautiful, you're so gorgeous, yada yada
It's
yada.
just lazy. Like, do better.
You gotta hit them with interesting shit that they're not expecting.
No.
You gotta get them out of frame. You can't if you're in a woman's frame, you're not fucking. You're only buying drinks.
Exactly.
So
To conclude that story, fucking hilarious what ended up happening. So I gave them the free thing. They're like, "Thank you so much." And like the dude that I was talking to, I kind of walked away. I'm like, "All right, cool." And like he kept following me around the bar. And I was like talking to people yesterday. I was talking to girls and guys. I'm like, "Yo, watch the podcast. Yo, what's your name?" This guy kept following me. Carlos from Only in Date. Shout out to Carlos. I met him last night because I had never met him. And I'm talking to him. I'm like, "Oh yeah, how was Dubai, bro? Nice to meet you." Bro, this guy starts pulling on my arm. He's like, hey. Like, I'm like, "What the
the
fuck?"
fuck?
And he was just like so eager and like his cuteness and the eagerness. I was like, "Bro,
Oh,
John,
that eagerness.
you're dead.
You can
bro.
smell.
Like,
Is
you
it
can smell it, bro.
women? It seeps through you when you're
Gross.
fucking when you're desperate for the pussy. Women, they can smell that shit a mile the fuck away. Okay, let me see. Honestly, you said now the truth. New money does it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next question. Should vegans exist?
Bro, everybody should exist. That's what a hateful question.
Papa, who's gonna eat the lettuce? Who's gonna eat the lettuce? Yes, bro. Of course they should exist. Listen, the more vegans there are, the more fucking prime meat for me, kiddo. Just to touch on the whole vegan thing. Look, I have no fucking problem. Obviously, I don't give a fuck about vegans. If anything, I feel bad for them because they're malnutritioned. But I do. To me, the hypocrisy behind the vegan thing is that so the vegans that are doing it for the animals. Now, if you're just doing it because for dietary issues, like you have,
or like your body needs
you
it.
can't consume, you don't absorb meat like other people, and there are many cases like that. That's fucking fine. But if you're a vegan to save the fucking animals, homie, you're a fucking hypocrite because you don't understand. In order to harvest a vegan diet, which is mainly tofu, fucking beans, see, the amount of ecosystems that you have to kill. Of course, it's just not the animals that they care about.
Fair point.
The amount of ecosystems that they have to kill in order to harvest all this tofu and shit like that is exponentially higher than the fucking than the animals that are killed to feed meat to people. Now, the only arguments that vegans have, and I personally haven't read into it because I've heard that they're full of shit about that too. The way that it's like self-sustaining
Diet?
In other words, the way they harvest the land is more environmentally friendly, supposedly than having cows graze, which I heard is a crock of shit.
Who knows at the end of the day, bro? Like, I don't have a problem with vegans. It's just I think not only vegans, but people in general who have like strong belief systems and you try to like let everybody know, like, that's cool. But
Well,
like if you get a little aggressive
And
with
that's another
it,
thing.
like,
That's another thing about vegans is that it's another fucking set of people that are just virtue signaling. The majority of the reason they do it is just fucking
to let people know
you piece of
I'm
shit.
a good person.
How many? Have you ever met a vegan that didn't say they were a vegan?
Bro, my friend, I love you to death. I know she's watching. Bro, she's vegan when people are watching. It's the funniest thing, bro. When she's with me, she's like, all right, I'll take it the prosciutto and fucking sushi and all this. I was like, bro, what are you doing it for? Like, stop telling people you're vegan, bro.
Oh my God.
Hypocrisy.
And then bro, because listen, I watch a lot of cooking shows, bro.
You do?
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite?
The fucking Master Chef, but to me was the best.
Good shit.
But I just popped a pimple here on live. Hey, fucking.
Oh, we're live, guys.
To me, the
I mean,
crazy
it's real.
shit is when they do like, I'm gonna make a cauliflower steak.
And like you try to make things that exist. I get it.
And
Vegan,
what's
bro.
crazy to me is think about it, Baba. Why, or if you're that obsessed with making shit like meat,
Fucking steak.
have a fucking steak.
Have a fucking steak.
Take
bro.
down a ribeye, kiddo.
Yeah. We got some comments in the chat, man. You got some great I love so much activity today, guys.
Hit
Shout
us
out.
with it. Holla back. That's what I'm talking about.
Pat was saying about the dating situation. Create a scenario and ask what they would do if you could. Right? So like that's a good question.
Like
right?
to
get
date
to
a
know
chick?
someone. Yeah.
What
that's
is
a
it
great
again?
Question. Create a scenario that
Oh,
works.
absolutely.
Like, what would you do if you could?
Hypotheticals.
Yeah.
That
Girls
is-
love that shit.
Hell yeah.
Girls love that shit.
That is a fantastic tip.
Próximo. The vegans, bro.
Next
All the love
question.
for the vegans.
Should men spend money on a female if she isn't sure about a relationship? I wonder. That was a question.
I love the little pensive.
I wonder.
Little pensive.
Should men spend money on a female if she isn't sure about a relationship? It's all up to you, big dog.
I mean,
how
you
much is your
covered
money? How much is it worth to you? I mean, listen. If I don't mind spending money on a girl if she's a pleasant. Listen, if a girl brings something to the table, if she's entertaining, if a girl can make me laugh, I don't mind entertaining a friendship with her. The only problem is that, you know, my time is money, bro. And if a lot of for the most part, if I'm entertaining a woman, it's because I'm trying to take it further than just friends. I don't have I'm not fucking in my 20s. I don't have time to entertain a bunch of
That
girlfriends.
was an interesting question. Like he was saying, like, don't spend money on a girl if she's not sure of the relationship.
He's basically talking if you don't know if you're gonna fuck.
I mean,
I would assume that that's what you're saying.
Listen.
If you don't know that she has an ultimate intention to fuck.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, people dating, it's so strange how people are very shy and they don't want to talk about things that affect them. Like, hey, Where do you see this going? Not in a weird, creepy, obsessed way where you're like, what are we then? Are you my boyfriend? Like, what's happening? Like, not in that weird way, but just be clear and upfront. Be like, hey, let's date a little bit. Let's see if this works. Let's vibe. And then we can see if we can take it a step further. Like,
absolutely.
be clear, dude.
Bro, there is absolutely nothing wrong
Having a conversation.
with asking what are your intentions? What is it that you are going after? Especially if you're past your 30, if you're 30 plus, bro, you don't got no time to be wasting out here, bro. There is nothing wrong, man or woman, to be asking what are your intentions? What are you looking this for? Like, if it's to fuck, holler. Listen, bro, there's a lot of times I've been doing that since I was like 30. Like, I stopped really bullshitting girls 28, 29, and like I really closed it off when I was 30.
Why?
It wasn't worth the mission.
I see.
And I was what I was just getting at, a lot of the time, I realized when I was honest that I just wanted to fuck, for example, it worked out better.
Honesty is always the best, bro. Like, I don't know why people are still stuck with, you know, the lying thing and lying to a woman. Like, there's a lot of women out there, like, if you, like you were saying, if you present the scenario, like, being honest and truthful. But the shitty part is, like, if you lie about what you're trying to do
Of
just
course.
to get what you want to get, like, that's
Of course.
just
And it's obviously not something that you can present like, hey, nice shoes, want to fuck? But if you can learn how to express yourself to somebody and explain your
that's
situation.
powerful. From a woman's perspective.
Absolutely.
When a man is decisive, can make decisions, and can clearly communicate his intentions, bro, that is one of the best things, like, interest-wise.
It shouts honesty. It shouts, okay,
maturity
this
as
guy's
well.
this guy's an honest person.
Yeah.
He's not out here trying, because again, I think that's also some, like what we were talking about, why people are so miserable. How often are people getting bullshitted out here?
All the time.
Man or woman, how often you jump into a relationship where the dude's just trying to fuck or she just wants this, and you hype it up, and I got some questions for that later. But you hype it up, you think that this is the person. Oh my god! And in a month, you never talk to him again. That shit's happened plenty to me.
Really?
Well, yeah, where it's the hype. Oh my god, this might be the best person ever, and from one day to the other,
That's so funny.
whether it's me or them, because
I know, like, I've, you know, if I talk to somebody, I know immediately within like the first day or so that you're like, okay, this person can stick around. Or
facts.
Yeah.
I think that it's in the first fucking 2.5 minutes
Sure.
that you can tell, okay, this person
so.
is gonna be to fuck, or this person's gonna be to.
It's a good question for the audience, guys. Like, what do you think? I'm so curious. Like, what's your perspective on it?
Yeah, hit us with your feedback on that.
Oh, this is a good question too. How would you approach a girl at the gym? You don't. You don't.
Dude, you know what? I'm fucking hilarious that you mentioned, because you remember the other day we had this conversation. Ever since that podcast, I've been at the gym looking at Jose. Maybe Kat's onto something here, and I swear to God, because I go,
Like, to vibe with a girl, or just to check her out, like, without her looking?
no,
one?
to hit on a girl at the gym.
Okay.
Because I was there thinking,
actively.
I'm like, it happened when I saw this girl. She was on a squat rack and she was pressing some fucking weight, and I go, damn, maybe she wants to do legs together.
That's cute. That's
Maybe she
cute.
wants to do legs
that
together.
Was your first thought? That wasn't the first thought.
I mean, listen.
Maybe we can do legs together.
Listen, there's definitely an agenda. I don't just want to fucking game. I don't want games only, dude.
So what happens?
No, I didn't go through it, because again, bro, I've never been that type. But I did say to myself, I go, bro, I can guarantee, and I'm always a dude for the most part lifting the most in legs out there. So I'm like, I could almost guarantee you that if I went up to this girl right now and asked her, because she was doing legs alone, and bro, loading weight for fucking legs is a bitch.
It is, yeah.
When you gotta fucking every time, then you gotta unload 405 fucking pounds. That's a mission.
She was squatting 405?
No, I do that.
Oh, I was like, coño, bro.
But again, you know, she must have thrown up a good 225, which is nuts for women.
Wow. So did you rack her weights?
No, bro. I was into my workout, but again, I was like, I'm gonna hit on a girl at the gym within a month.
But that's actually a good way to do it. Like, hey, can I help you rack your weights? Instead of like, hey, you're doing squats. You look great. Like, you got a fat ass. Like,
no, but that's ridiculous.
Like,
And I would not do the fucking, can I rack your weights either.
I mean,
I would not
if
fucking.
if a guy approached me, like if I was lifting heavy weights, he's like, "Hey, can I help you?" Absolutely. Like that's a gentleman. That shows like being a gentleman.
I personally think that's sexist. Like what? I'm at the gym. You think I can't carry my own weight? I came here to fucking carry weight.
I would not go off on somebody like that.
You see, well, I mean that's a woman's
I mean,
perspective.
maybe other bitches would, but I mean, women, other women would.
Other bitches. Yeah, so I think like that, like I thought about it, I would, hey, maybe catch you and walking out the gym. Hey, what's up?
Why not?
You down to do legs one of these days? I saw you. You're una mula. Let's push some weight together.
That's a good thing to do. So maybe that's an idea. Let me see. Absolutely. A moment a guy opens his mouth, I know whether or not I want to stick around. It doesn't take long. Catherine Hernandez. Yes. So true. As soon as they open their mouth and say something.
For sure, bro. I think that applies across the board. Like,
yeah, a woman too.
You can just fucking tell right away. Like, oh, here
one of those conversations.
we go again.
Yeah.
Thoughts on crypto? I think it's gonna come back. I just don't know when the fuck. I'm not the person to fucking elaborate on that. If anything, maybe you are.
So a lot of the alternative coins right now are lifting, right? So the rates are increasing more than Bitcoin is, right? You have the Doge, the Litecoins, they're increasing barely. You're not going to see huge spikes anymore. However, people are now talking about the decentralizing the banking system, because you guys have seen those videos, right? People are going to the bank asking for their own money and there's no fucking money there. Like they're like, come back next week and we'll give you your 30 grand. So once that information keeps getting out there, people are going to start to realize, holy shit, the dollar's not based on anything. It's not backed by anything. Your dollar is actually, it's on faith, thank you, but it's 67 cents right now, currently what the dollar's actually valued at, like worth, right? So at the end of the day, once people start picking up, and if enough people start to panic, recession, housing crash, people are going to move their money really quickly to crypto. No.
Well, let's touch on the fact that, like she just mentioned, the dollar at any given moment, if 50 million Americans decided to go and withdraw their money from the bank in a panic, the next Great Depression happens, because the dollar, ever since they took it off the fucking gold standard, it's literally only depended on faith. What you believe, what this person believes, what that billionaire believes that America is capable of doing. Any fucking, I mean, it happens in third world countries all the time. In fucking China, it recently happened. Bro. People were going to the banks and they were saying, you can't pull shit out. Yeah. It's our money now. So
I know we're in the U.S. and a lot of people don't realize, like, this shit happens around countries. Like, I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago in Zimbabwe, bro, there was like the money collapsed on everything. There were people with like wheelbarrows of like their cash going to buy bread. And like people were just like, there's no value to this anymore. It became a barter system.
Crazy.
Like 5-6 years ago.
Back to the fucking Silk Road.
The Silk Road, it's exchanging salt for goods.
Fuck, bartering system. It's crazy.
I know. Hey, bro, but preparation is key. So if somebody's telling you they can predict what's happening with crypto, like run away from that person. Like it's impossible. It's volatile. Like you can look at data, you can see, but like when the thing happened with crypto, when it exploded, it started on Reddit, bro, and Twitter. Yeah. So it's the public perception of what's going to happen.
Another thing on that crypto before we move on. Another reason I don't give any fucking opinions or I don't trust it is because I don't think that the U.S. and other world powers as well, they're going to get their hands in on it, bro.
On the crypto?
Yeah.
They're trying, but
they're going to get their hands in on that shit.
You're right, but you want to hope that it doesn't.
Of course not.
It's decentralized.
That's the whole, it's the very basis of it.
Of
like
the
reason you don't want, you want crypto is so that the government doesn't have access to your fucking money. All right. Why do old people like Arby's? Did you see my video?
I fucking saw your video, and every time I pass by Arby's, I swear to God, I think the same shit. I'm like, I don't remember going there ever in my life, and I see Arby's everywhere, bro. Who the fuck is fucking it, bro? Did you try like food from there?
So I've had Arby's.
Okay.
You know, but I had it a lot younger.
Your food standards was like a little bit lower.
Yeah, bro. I had the beef and cheddar, dude. I had the fucking beef and cheddar, man. And it's fucking water. Listen, that sandwich is better when you leave it on your dashboard and the fucking cheese melts. I swear to God, it's like one of those. But obviously, you saw a video, and that video has more coming because now I'm gonna have to do a fucking food review.
You have to.
I haven't eaten an Arby's in 15 years, and it turns out. Like, I went there trying to figure out who keeps this shit in business,
Gringo.
and it's us. It's Cubans.
What?
Overwhelmingly
The Cubans.
fucking Cubans. I'm
Shocker.
telling you. I have 400 comments plus on that fucking video, I think. 350 of them are Cubans going, que pinga. I love it beef and cheddar.
Beef and cheddar.
Beef and cheddar. But when you want to know some fucking hilarious shit I haven't told you
Always.
either, Adrian. The couple that we interviewed, that's my stepfather's colleague's parents.
No, what are the chances?
Yeah,
Small
what are
city,
the
bro.
fucking chances,
Small
bro?
city, bro. Small city.
What are the fucking
You
chances?
have to do the review though, but I was wondering that.
It's
question
all
myself.
Cubans. They're keeping it alive single-handedly.
Single-handedly.
The fucking matzo, the matzo sticks, man. Oh, and they're saying that there's a macho shake.
Jamocha shake.
Jamocha. What the fuck is Jamocha, man?
I mean, I don't know.
And it's
I have no
I
idea.
was saying Jamacha.
Jamacha.
Is Jamocha?
Jamocha shake.
Oh,
Super old school.
fuck.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the bubbles?
No, it's just like a chocolate mocha, whatever bullshit sugar they put inside.
Jamocha. Get the
shake.
fuck out of here,
know.
dude. All right.
He says, "I have never been to Arby's. It has to be a front."
But that's
Speaking of friends,
Papa. That's what
of
that's what we were. And by the way, on that same video, a bunch of people were talking about the mattress.
what mattress?
That we're gonna do that one next.
Oh yeah.
Mattress firm and shit.
Bro,
There's never anybody in there.
I'm glad that you mentioned it because I was thinking about it the other day. I passed by Sunset Place and I'm like, all of this is a front, bro. Nobody goes to Sunset Place. And I'm like, damn, how many places in Miami are fronts for something? Because I know a place right now, 100% for sure is a front. Fucking the guy selling furniture on Bird, bro. That's a front like
Which
a motherfucker.
one? Which one?
The one I allow the Bird Bowl, the one across the street from the gas station. Who's buying furniture on fucking 87th and fucking Bird?
I haven't seen the store. You have to fucking show
That's
me
a
the
front,
store.
bro. That shit is a front for sure, bro.
I always thought Arby's was a fucking front. That's for sure. All right, so next question.
Next question.
If a woman doesn't swallow, does that kill the vibe or mood?
I mean, that's a question for yourself, sir, right? I mean,
That's fucking subjective, isn't it?
right?
If a woman doesn't swallow, does that kill the vibe or mood? If you ask her to swallow and she doesn't, absolutely, dude.
That's your fault, though.
Yeah.
That's your fault, bro.
Yeah. You should have talked about this at the beginning.
Be clear, bro, with
This
your
is something you
intentions.
discuss. Are you going to swallow that nut, baby? Next question. Are you still playing golf? Melly Garcia, this is a fucking weird ass question. Yes. Wait, why do you play? Are you trying to play? I've never played golf with a woman.
wanna
feel
go. I
like
wanna
the golf
go.
course is a place where you don't want your woman, right?
I mean, if you're gonna complain and like you're gonna have a woman like not be able to hit it and she deters you and like delays you, that can be aggravating.
Fuck all that.
But what if you had like someone who can actually play?
Yeah, dope. I've always thought it was cool. Like I see girls hit, I'm like, damn, I wish I could play with her all the time. So absolutely,
That's maybe another place to hit on a girl, bro.
it's true. It's true.
She's paid if she's playing golf, bro.
100%.
I've been learning. Like my swing is pretty good, but the accuracy is not good. But I've never gone on like the
Around?
holes. I haven't done it. I've just done the drive.
Yeah.
I like it,
At
bro.
the-
It's
at
very
the range.
relaxing. The range, yeah. I like it.
You should invest in classes in that sport. Literally, 1 or 2 classes changes your whole fucking
I'm
game.
down for it, bro. Why not? Why not?
You should hit the range. Next question. You mentioned getting off of Addy. That's a very prevalent addiction on this city.
Man.
In this city.
There is a shortage in Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County of Adderall.
Listen, I can wholeheartedly say that this fucking city is 30% meth heads.
I didn't realize that. Why do you say that? I had no idea.
And by the
honestly.
way, I think that's a very low number. I'm being
Really?
very friendly. Everybody is on fucking Adderall.
That's
And
why everybody's miserable, bro. They're fucking addies out, bro.
messed
They're
out.
just like,
Yeah. They're fucking. You're catching everybody in a crash. And by the way, I don't. There's people that
need
Adderall works for,
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with it, but be very aware.
it's meth. Bro.
It's fucking meth.
It's literally meth.
So, you're just being prescribed the controlled version.
Sick, bro.
It's a lot cleaner than the shit you get on the street, but you are on meth.
If you put that into perspective, that's actually sick. Like these pharmaceuticals are
It's
creating.
absolutely sick.
It's super sick.
And by the way, the real sick part, at least I got on that shit on my own volition. At like, that's volition is the right word, right?
Yeah.
At like 28, 29, I fucking
Did
it
you
was
need
my
it?
choice. I didn't need it. Listen, it helped me learn Premiere, all of Adobe.
Really? I mean, it helped you focus then.
Yeah,
But like, did you feel cracked out?
I never got bad. I never got too high dosages. I had a friend that was really bad on it, so I always kept it at like 30 to 40. I never got
You
past
said 30
30 to 40 milligrams
a day?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, bro. That is a lot.
they would prescribe me.
Wait, that is a
90.
lot. A day?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
30 is standard.
Wait, that's
30 standard.
wow.
20 to 30 is like standard.
Wow.
But they would prescribe it fucking 3 times a day. 30 fucking. That's what I never got to because you can't fucking sleep on that shit. Wow. But I will tell you this much: anybody out there who's on Addies, I recently I shaked it. It's been like 4 months now. Mm-hmm. I completely feel like I got control. Like I got my life back. My psoriasis went away. Wow. The urge to fucking drink isn't there because again, on the Addies,
You're up.
I would come down off of fucking liquor, rajándome bajas, and smoking weed.
It's a very specific order.
Yeah, and in that order.
And in that order, bro, it's a crazy thing. So the reason why I have a strong thing against like pills and like things that they're prescribing, right? Because the reason why, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a huge job like pill sales, right? Like these guys, they literally make money in commission off selling doctors the pills, and they make an exchange. However many you prescribe, it's like a point system, and you make money. Like you guys know that, right?
It's all a fucking sham.
It's all a scam, bro.
It's all a sham. The fucking I sold before the comedy. The family business is health insurance, and I'm telling you, I know for sure personally that what fucks up the entire insurance and healthcare system, period, is pharmaceuticals. Yeah. Pharma, the amount of money that these people are pushing. I mean, look,
it's not to heal. It's literally to keep
you
as a user.
Coming, keep you
Literally.
coming. This guy, Brandon, the European dude, bro, with the long hair, Brandon Russell.
Oh, Russell Brand.
Russell Brand.
Yeah.
Butchered that
He's
one.
an advocate, bro. He's deep on another level. I like him a lot.
He has grown on to me. I didn't like this guy because he was a staunch liberal. He's grown on to me like a motherfucker, and that dude's out there doing God's work.
Real.
And he recently came out publishing that they have spent more money marketing an Alzheimer's drug that has proven to not be functional. They have invested more money on marketing to push back. Literally, they have emails of these people talking about how they need to invest money in marketing to combat the pushback on the fact that the medicine isn't fucking efficient.
It's a game. Like, it's a profit. Like, our Western healthcare system, it's not to make you better. It is literally to make you a user and continue to fuel it. And it's unfortunate because, some people get prescribed all these things, like the perks, bro. Like, perks are no joke, dude. Miami is, like, riddled with, like, people perked out,
fucking
dude.
heroin. No, that's another one. That's another one that, all these fucking names. Adderall's meth, Oxy's fucking heroin, Perks are fucking heroin. They're just, either stronger or less strong.
Crazy, bro. Be safe out there, whatever you guys do. But Addie's apparently, so my friend that hanging out with yesterday, the Brickle days, bro, she told me, she's like, you can't get it anywhere. There's a shortage. So apparently they're not making it fast enough or something, but crazy, guys. Be safe.
There is a major fucking shortage.
Yeah.
I mean, in fact,
it is
that's
sad.
what got me off that shit.
30 is the standard. Isn't that sad? It's very sad. And it's sad too that they're giving it to the kids, bro. Like, I feel like it's a lazy,
That's
and
the
it's my
sad part,
opinion.
bro.
I feel like it's a lazy approach. If you have an overactive, overstimulated child, it's your job to give them things to help them kind of
course.
get it out, bro.
Of
Like,
course.
how is it? Here's a pill to a kid, and like, you're creating them for the system.
Listen, I can guarantee you that if they taught meditation
Oh, to kids?
in school
Absolutely.
and young, because let me tell you, you get them young and that shit becomes
Sick.
so easy to fucking do. You would never hear about fucking ADHD. On top of the fact that ADHD didn't fucking exist 30 years ago.
Exactly.
Fuck
so
outta
should
here.
we talk about the schools real quick? I gotta tell you something, bro.
What?
I just found this out and I was shocked. DeSantis, bro. So no, but like in a good way. So I was talking to these like mom friends that I have, and they were talking about how they had to pull their kid out of school because check this shit out. These teachers were allowing these kids to come to school and have an alternative change of clothes. So if they did identify as male or female, they can
They can do it
change
in the
in
classroom.
school and not tell the parents. So they're kind of like grooming and ingraining these kids to like lie or have a connection with the school system more so than their parents. How sick is that, bro? But these kids aren't learning how to balance, like how to have a budget. You know, you're introducing.
They're not stupid, bro. They're not stupid.
Well, it's crazy.
They're going after
though.
the kids and they're not stupid. It's very saddening, bro.
It is.
I don't understand. I mean, I guess I do understand why they go after the gender, because that.
But that shouldn't be taught in school, man. Like, that's somebody at home that you need to discuss with your own kid. Like, that does not belong in school.
But that's why I
No?
doubt. That's why. But that's
Yeah.
my point. That it's on purpose.
You think so?
What you just said is common sense.
You're right, though.
How in the flying fuck would you ever think that it is logical to try to indoctrinate someone else's child on their gender?
It's sick, bro. Like,
So it's done with
Yeah.
intent. Like they're there to actually change the fucking the landscape
Yeah.
of gender
it's
battles
just the
and
thing
shit.
is, in Florida, I feel like in Florida, the school system's terrible. It is what it is, right? It's not improving. There's no funding. Teachers are coming out now. They're 19 and 20 years old, teaching all these kids. Like, they know, the level of education that they have. It's kind of crazy. So not only on top of that, they're not teaching things that are going to actually help a student. They're involving things that are kind of personal. I don't agree with it. That's my opinion.
Oh, by the way, I think somebody hey, stop yawning over there, big doggy. Fucking somebody said this the other day, like a billionaire. He says that the future of education, I mean, colleges are almost obsolete now with fucking AI,
Yep.
where people are gonna be able to go and just learn certain vocations, like certain fucking. If you want to go to a little school for this skill, you're gonna be able to.
But it's already online.
It really is. People are doing that with fucking life coaches
Everything.
and shit. 100%.
Everything.
Bro, I'm telling you, in 10 years, it's gonna be a fucking different place. All right, last
Very
question
different.
here.
So you're gonna be like, all right, cool, uploaded, got the information.
I'm about
ready
that
to go.
life, bro.
Same, bro.
I'm about that life.
Yeah, bro.
If I could have Google in my fucking head, dog, I'll be unstoppable, kid. I'll be like fucking Bradley and Limitless, kid.
Ooh, there's some questions.
We got one more here.
Dale,
No-
dale, dale.
Oh, of course.
Dina Cruz, I feel for you. Dina saying that she's saying they're changing their names and then complete identities as soon as they get dropped off at campus. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, crazy.
That's a sensitive subject, bro.
It is.
Because I'll slap a motherfucker up.
For teaching your kid something? No,
I'll
no.
slap a motherfucker up.
That
Change my
is-
kid's schools
Oh
2,
my
3
God.
times. I will slap a motherfucker up if I hear that they're, bro.
Out of
kid,
control.
because my kid ain't going to no public school. That's for
Same,
sure.
same.
All right, last question, of course. How many times have they eaten your ass? Papa, not nearly enough. Okay. let's leave that right there. All right, so let's start with your topics, Kat.
All right. Getting into it. Bro, does anybody work anymore? Like fucking, like everybody is fucking on the highway, bro.
Well,
Like I was telling you.
Listen, so that's another sign, a huge fucking sign of a recession that's to come. Inflation's going up, spending's going up, and so is fucking unemployment.
But it's not, though. That's the thing. Miami actually has an 8% unemployment rate and 57,000 jobs available currently. So, like, that's whole bullshit. Like, oh, I don't have a job. Bullshit, bro. Bullshit.
But hold up. You're saying that unemployment is down?
Yes, like in comparison to the rest of the country. So it doesn't make sense, right? Because, bro, I go to LA Fitness and I hate LA Fitness. I hate LA Fitness.
I fucking hate it.
It smells funny. There's fucking no weights all the time. Who the fuck is stealing weights from LA Fitness? I want to know, you crazy person. But
they're on the cross training area.
no, they're never anywhere, bro. They're never anywhere. But I was in LA Fitness when it was 10:30 on a Wednesday, and it's fucking packed, bro. I'm like, you can't all work at night. You can't all work online, bro. Like, what?
I agree with you. That's the time that I go to the gym.
And is it packed for you as well?
Packed as fuck, bro. And because you go that time thinking, all right,
oh, it's clear. Everybody's at work.
Everyone's there at 9, and even the ones that are late are there by 10. So you can't. No,
it's crazy, right?
Everybody's there, fucking going the max gains, baby.
The max gains.
The one that freaked me out the other day that I had that epiphany that you're talking about is before in all LAs, you can only go and get a basketball game when work was out.
Bro, it's happening at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Full blown. There's
full blown, bro.
10
Full
people
court.
waiting next.
Shocker, bro.
Midday.
So what is this?
And when summer school is out, we're in school. Ain't no kids supposed to be out or whatever.
I saw 2 kids and I was driving. I saw a guy driving with his 2 kids at fucking 12 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday. I'm like, bro, what is happening? So what do you think this is signaling? Honestly, like a recession is coming? Like, what's happening? What do you think it means?
I mean, I think that the overcrowding of people that you're talking about is just the amount of people that have moved here also.
No, they look like baseros, bro. They in fucking LA Fitness. They didn't look like new people.
Well, you know that we've had a good 70,000.
I heard. I saw, bro.
Baseros.
Yeah.
70,000. And it's crazy because I thought that for a while we were getting outnumbered. I swear. Everybody tell Colombiano, Nicaragüenses, this and that. Papa, those baseros are making a move. And I'm not particularly fucking excited, but
I mean, it's a higher volume than before, right? And you feel it. Bro, you feel it, bro.
Hey, look, as long as they're fucking coming here to work. Because I go in on baseros a lot. I do.
True.
And I'm not gonna apologize for it because, you know, they do have their fucking they do have an ideology now that's fucking terrible for the most part, but there are plenty of ones that do come here and fucking work.
Yeah.
I see them Ubering all the time.
There you go, bro. There you go. But people are coming, so I'm just wondering, what the fuck is everybody doing, man? Like, there's just so many people everywhere all the time. Even restaurants and shit. Like, oh, I'll go out at like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's fucking packed, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I haven't been able to sit at Hillstones in 6 months.
Damn.
Hillstones is
I forgot about that place,
tits,
bro.
That place is a shit.
Fire. Oh, my God.
I fucking love Hillstones, bro. Me too. Like, Hillstones is
fire.
Go there and you're taking home una veterana. If your game, game is on point,
for sure that she's drinking a martini at the
and
bar, bro.
she'll try to pay for all your shit. Bro, I'm telling you, Hillstones is the shit.
Bro, good food, bro. So let me ask you a question, okay? Here's what I don't understand, and this shit, like, it was puzzling. Miami things, bro. So I'm driving down fucking 95, and I'm stuck in Brickell. I'm coming down the highway. And I look to my right, and I see fucking Miami-Dade County horse stable operations. And I'm like, bro, this shit looks expensive as fuck.
Damn.
Who the fuck is getting chased with a cop on a horse, bro? Like, nobody's driving around in horse and buggies. Why the fuck do we need horse cops, bro? They're spending $400,000 a year upkeeping that fucking stable system.
Hold up. So, do you know that there's cops on horses still, right?
Why, bro? Like, I get for visibility, right?
Crowds.
I get it.
It's crowd control shit.
I get you.
So, like a Calle Ocho.
Yeah.
Those are the cops that can get around.
That makes sense. But like everyday time.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. How many horses is it? Because 400 racks a year isn't that bad.
That's expensive, though.
It's not that. How many horses?
But it seems so frivolous to be spending. We're in 2022, bro.
Stop fucking with my horses, bro.
I love horses, bro. But like, fucking, these people are spending money. We don't need the horse
stable. You want automated? Even now, you want automated now?
I don't think we need fucking horse stables in the middle of fucking Miami.
Stop taking away horse jobs.
Stop taking away. fucked up. But I just saw it and I was like, can we spend any more money in ridiculous ways, bro?
Listen, fucking Francis Suarez can find plenty of more ways to invest our money ridiculously.
I'm sure
Leave
he can.
my horses alone.
Leave my horses alone. Bro, did you see lately that these people are starting to talk about the censorship with social media and like talking about how young kids and adolescents and all this, they want to talk about like censoring, you know, TikTok and IG and all this stuff. What do you think about that? Because like that's First Amendment violations,
well,
right?
I mean, you know who you're talking to, right? Mm-hmm. Miami's most censored comedian.
I know.
I mean, I've been dealing with that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Fuck it before I jinx myself. But I think that they're a lot more lax right now.
Really?
People are talking the house of shit, and that's how it should be. Mm-hmm. You should be able to say whatever the fuck you want. You should want people to express themselves so you know who the fuck you're dealing with. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure that I know of what you're referring to.
Bro, so what they're trying to do is, because right now, you know, social media, it's the Wild West, right? There's no faucet. It's called net neutrality, what they're trying to do. They're saying, yes, you know, we do have First Amendment rights. We do have the ability to speak our mind. However, we should explore some sort of censorship for children because the access that these kids have, it's crazy, bro. Like, I've seen sometimes these kids scrolling through TikTok and, like, the access that they get.
I saw a TikTok had put in, like, a feature where after scrolling a certain amount of time, it prompts you, are you sure you want to continue scrolling?
Wow, I wonder if that's going to decrease usage or increase.
That's so stupid. Who the fuck is going to say, holy shit, that's right.
I mean,
I got to get back to work.
I would look at it and be like, damn, what am I doing with my life, bro? Like, fuck, bro.
Yeah?
If you're going to ask me if I'm
you're
okay.
probably right. That probably would deter a bunch of people going, here's the fucking loser alarm.
Right. Bro. So, I don't know, man. I think it's a whole thing now because I don't think censorship should happen, but it's true. How do you prevent certain information from like kids getting them or like people, right? Like, is it your job or like just stay away from the information?
If you want your fucking kids not to see the information, you don't let them have social media. You don't let them have a fucking phone. If you give your kid a phone or any kind of fucking internet, anything with internet access that's not restricted, you're asking for it. That's your motherfucking problem. Mm-hmm. Your kid's gonna see everything. And listen, I was at 11 years old trading fucking nude pics on AOL. Absolutely.
AOL, bro. Oh my god, how funny.
AOL, fuck yeah. You would trade AVIs, bro. Like those were the first videos. AVIs, they're still around. The format's still around. Mm-hmm. Fucking, yo, I got a 30-second AVI. What do you got? I swear to God. Trade.
I mean, kids,
send to receive.
Trust, kids are doing this crazy stuff, bro. Like I was watching, it sounds so crazy, bro. Like I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but like, bro, they showed this like series. You remember like the Dateline shit where they used to have like To Catch a Predator and shit?
Yeah, I'm dying to do that shit.
No, bro. Like it's scary as fuck.
I'm dying to do that. Like here.
Oh my god, that's sick, bro.
Gotta set up a team.
It's so sad. But anyway, bro.
Gotta set up a team to set somebody up.
Bro, that's sick. I'm sure it'll happen everywhere, bro, but
There's
like in a sickening way. But bro, this 12-year-old girl like met up with a fucking stranger and like the mom was there in the room and like, well, like what are you doing here? But they were saying based on the research, bro,
She got a fucking man in there?
No, the girl went upstairs and her mom was upstairs waiting with a mask on. So the girl freaked out. Like she thought, oh my God, I'm going to die. But like it was her mom and she's like, what are you doing here? I've taught you better. And it was a 12-year-old girl. Bro, research is coming out, bro. 60% of kids 12 to like above are meeting up with strangers that they're meeting on the internet, bro. So that's why they were saying this is like sparking.
I told you that at that age I was meeting up Craigslist strangers, but not adults. I never met with adults.
Bro, that's crazy.
I would meet with kids my age.
That's where the censorship comes in, right? Like, should you be preventing or is it more on education more than anything?
How do you prevent that?
Bro, I don't know.
How the fuck do you prevent that?
Bro.
There's no way to fucking prevent that.
Censorship, bro.
If you have, again, okay, my bad. There is a way to prevent that. You don't give your fucking kid a phone or access to social media or the ability to have social media.
I don't think these kids should have phones, bro. Like, there's no reason.
I wouldn't give a kid, listen, a minimum 10. Minimum.
No,
10.
bro, little flip phone that makes the calls. Like, you don't need.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that until minimum age 10, I would not fucking introduce some of those devices.
Nah, bro.
And much older if possible. But to fucking no, I think that's what's.
Oh, you're getting the kid ready for the system, bro. Scroll, validation.
All day, 100%. That's the
Bro,
worst
it's
thing.
toxic.
Oh no, you're toxic.
So I have a really important question for you because last night this question came up because I was hanging out with a really good friend of mine and her friend who's a guy, and I see him as like as a little brother. He's adorable, super sweet gentleman, great conversation too. And I started thinking about it last night because he was talking to a bunch of people as well. And I'm like, bro, can guys and girls be friends like platonically? Like, is that actually possible?
Yes. And obviously, this is me. This is my opinion. Like I touched on this earlier. For the most part, I don't want anything to do with you unless we're gonna fuck or I'm gonna take you seriously as a girlfriend or like I consider you for a relationship and you consider me. If I was to be in a situation where it's platonic with a girl and it's ongoing, it's because the girl's fucking personality brings something to the table.
Okay. Fair.
Because otherwise, look, and I say this because for the most part, I'm doing the entertaining, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But
it gets exhausting, I'm sure.
It's an expense.
Yeah, of course.
It's an expense, and I get something back for that,
Sure.
or I am looking for something back for that. So if a girl isn't entertaining, and for the most part, I'm sorry.
I know, bro.
I'm sorry, and it's just because you're wired to be self-centered and just think about shit different ways.
Or that you talk like this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And again, very on the surface. And let me be very clear. It also has to do with what girls you're meeting.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
Or where you're meeting these girls.
and where
right?
you're meeting them, right? I gotta start hitting on girls at the gym. Dog.
I told you because you have discipline, you have your shit together.
Yeah,
and
you
you're on a
already
schedule,
got that out of the way.
You got it. You already know, bro.
You already know they're at least doing that.
Ooh, wow, you got some comments, bro. I love this. Everybody in the chat, bro. This is good. Yeah, traffic at 12, looking like it's 5 p.m. You're right. I hate it too, bro. It sucks. Take the pill. Relax, recover, repeat. That's their name. Take this pill for this condition that has a side effect, and for that side effect, you can take this pill for that side effect, and it's a never-ending cycle.
And all of them include fucking anal leakage.
What? Wait, what?
all of them include anal leakage as a side effect.
Bro, I hate these commercials that you're watching, and it's like somebody on a bicycle, and it's like
anal leakage.
Yeah, and it's like suicidal thoughts and this, and I was like, but why would you take that? Like,
And that's what she's talking about.
I
And
know,
then you go back and you go, hey, the meth, it has me anxious. For some reason or another, it has me, well, here's a fucking Xanax, buddy. I got you.
it's sick,
Listen, bro,
it's
that's the worst combo around. The fucking, you're
You know
Adderall
it, bro?
out, and then you have to start popping Ambiens. Oof, thank God I never got that deep into it.
yeah, bro.
Is it my turn for the topics?
No, one more. So platonic relationship possible? I think so. I think so.
Again, the girl has to me, the girl has to bring something to the relationship, and typically it ends up being a personality.
I think so.
You know,
Because I was talking to guys, and they were saying, like, the guys, I was doing a lot of market research yesterday on Better Days, bro. But I was asking, and they're like, no, guys were saying no, because the reason that a guy is friends with a girl is because he's trying to pursue something like sexually with her. So there's always like an underlying thing.
Well, that's okay. So, okay, I'll touch on that too. I can carry a platonic relationship while wanting to fuck her.
Sure.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm not
It's
thinking.
a natural instinct as a man, right?
100%.
That makes sense.
And especially if the girl's cool enough that you befriend her, you're more than likely already, turned on by her intellectually.
Right. No, that makes sense. So it's possible then. I think it's possible.
I think so.
I have a lot of guy friends as well.
You're always waiting for her to slip up and fuck.
So you're waiting. There you go.
You see? So I guess it ain't possible.
It's not possible. It's not possible. Last question that I got from the community. They said, what's a deal breaker on a first date? Deal breaker.
A cop?
A cop, bro. That's a deal breaker?
Oh, a firefighter? Yeah. Absolutely.
A vegan.
I can't.
A cop or a fighter? Why?
I'm not dating. I dated an EMT once.
Yeah.
And I
dated a cop once. It was weird. It was so weird.
I think it's real hard to stay faithful when you're in that business.
Oh yeah.
You're surrounded
Yeah,
by.
yeah.
Imagine a firefighter woman.
Bro.
You're
so
in a
hot, though.
Get
These
the fuck
firefighters
out
are
of
hot,
here.
though, bro.
I mean, but yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm not wifing her up. Like, fuck that shit.
So deal breakers on a first date.
All right, let me think.
What if like a girl did something? Maybe like the way that she sounds or something that she's talking about, or what do you think? Really?
What would you say?
No, for finance.
That's I don't give
Like
a fuck.
political beliefs.
That might be a fucking. If she's a social justice warrior type shit, that's it.
That could be a red flag too for you, right? You're like, oh, somebody's ready to fight. I'm not about that.
there's I guess there's levels to that shit, right? What was the exact question again?
What?
Deal breakers.
Deal breakers on a first date.
So broke which deal, right? Because I think there's always two deals.
What do you mean?
There's the deal that you would have made to wife her up.
Okay.
Or the deal breaker to fuck her.
Oh, okay. Great question.
So,
oh my God, this is good. Juicy. Okay.
So you know,
Wow.
maybe one deal breaker will break up the relationship deal breaker, but you'll still fuck her. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, so dating her, like deal breaker.
She doesn't want to have kids.
That's a deal breaker for you?
At this age.
Wow.
Obviously, fucking 5-10 years ago, it would have been different.
Wow. That's the first thing that comes to
No.
pass? Wow.
Well, yeah. When I'm looking for like a girlfriend, to wife up, yeah.
Okay, so that's a deal breaker.
Yeah. Right now, she needs to want to have kids. If I'm going to try to have like a girl, for fucking no, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so what's a deal breaker if you're just like, this is for the
To
night?
bang,
Yeah.
if her fucking nails are dirty.
I know you mentioned that. You have a thing with nails. No, it makes sense.
If her nails are dirty, bro, there's a good
She's a
chance
dirty
that
bird.
Chach is going to smell.
Probably.
Uh,
Bro, deal breaker?
Cigarettes. Boom.
Yeah, that's gross.
Depending on how fine she is, she might still get fucking, she might not break the deal for the fucking, but I could never in my life be with a person that smokes cigarettes, bro. Ever. That's fucking terrible.
Deal breaker for me, like on a date with somebody, and again, it's just to like a hookup situation, bro. If they like, I love confidence, but there's a difference between egotistical and confidence. Like, I feel like there's a fine line that guys don't understand. They're either too much and too hype, or like bitch ass. Like, pick one fucking in between, right? But if this person is like too egotistical and they're rude to people, like I don't listen to what people say. I watch how they treat other people. So like at the front, as soon as like if you're going to a restaurant and like the hostess or whoever, the way that they treat people, that shows me if this person's like a good person or not. So that's a deal breaker for me. If you're an asshole,
It's a great gauge.
No. For marriage, deal breaker would be. God, I haven't even thought about that.
Start with financial.
That's number one.
Of course.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with that.
If you can't come to the table and match me what I bring to the table, that is an absolute deal breaker in the marriage. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And then, yeah, I think that would be the number one thing.
For sure. Any woman. I mean, so I heard this comparison the other day, and it's pretty hilarious because for a woman, like it's crazy how the deal breakers wait. Because so the argument was the whole thing about women that they're independent.
Yeah.
That women, they think that that's a trait or something that they bring to the table. I'm independent. Men don't give a fuck about that.
Really?
When have you ever heard of a man?
This one, I know for a fact, I can beat this right now.
What?
Because I'm going to tell you something. When I was at that bar yesterday, I did a test, right? I did a test. So one guy came up to me. He was, not.
But
like
are you talking about 22-year-olds here?
No, he was like 30. He was like 30.
Okay.
He was like a 6 on a good day, I told him, he's like, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I have an OnlyFans. And he was like, oh, okay, that's cool, And like, he was very like, and then the other guy was like, oh, I have 3 businesses. And the guy was like, really? Oh my God. And like, he was fucking like activated. Like, it just seemed like, the money and like the money level where you're at for like the independence.
Oh, so what are you saying that he was?
They were about it, bro.
That they're willing to come
About
and then fucking mooch off of you.
Probably.
Of
That's
course.
probably why, bro. Probably why. But you're right. At the end of the day, like, you're not looking for an independent woman as a man?
It's not. It's when you're sitting down to choose your girl, never in the top 15 of it. You're going, is she independent? You don't give a fuck. To a certain extent, you kind of want to be the reason she's independent. You want to provide that to a woman. And again, I'm just telling you how the men look at it. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily right or not.
I'm curious. What do you guys think?
We don't fucking care whether you're independent or not.
Really? So, like, what if
No,
this girl...
but it's the first fucking thing for a
Right.
woman. You get what I'm saying?
What you look for, like a woman approaching a man and in a relationship, the first thing is kind of security and safety. You know, so
Without a doubt,
yeah.
and that's what you look for. But as a man, again, I think it becomes more of a primal thing. You want her to be fertile.
Sure.
You know,
Fun.
you want her to be aesthetically pleasing to your liking. You want her to be healthy.
Yep.
And then you want her to be loyal.
But what if she was all those things, but like bum? Like she was just at the crib all day, nothing with her life.
No, but that's
So then you are looking for independence in some way, shape, or form, right? Like this girl has her own thing going on. She has her own money. She can take care of herself.
But I think that there's a difference between financial independence and like
Independent woman.
yeah, like
You know, I think women have taken it too far.
can you carry out your own fucking daily chores and shit? Like that's
Oh, wow.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
fucking looking for.
Okay.
But I think that most men don't mind being the support that the woman needed to become or to feel that she's independent, because that's kind of what we're talking about, right? The woman needs to feel like she's
independent. Interesting. Okay. I think that was the questions, man. That was
All right, I'll try to start flying through mine. We're fucking
got the sauce today, bro. Good question.
yeah. It's been a good combo.
I'm curious, guy. Everybody has great things to say, man. They said, good night, kids. Amazing podcast, great chemistry, and love the different takes on the topics. I feel a radio contract coming. Radio show contract coming.
Like that?
Let's go.
Okay. All right, let's fly through my topics here. We got 10, 15 more minutes. While I think this is because one of our other conversations. While I believe in paying for 100% for a woman, if I'm not rich, look, it goes to what you were just saying. If I'm not rich, you best believe that I expect, if the woman's making money also, I expect her to want to invest the money back in us. In other words, I'm not going to be supporting both of us so that the woman's bank is growing.
I feel you.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm here supporting both of us while she just accumulates fucking wealth.
I don't think that's fair.
Absolutely not. Like that. I wanted to clear that up because we had that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. Sober sex.
What about it?
I think that this is, you want to talk about epidemics down here in Miami, and I'm gonna start.
Epidemics?
Hell
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I'm gonna start harping on this like a motherfucker. Like if it was ass eating or like if it was a cyclist, I'm gonna start harping on the whole sober sex issue. I'm telling you that 90% of motherfuckers out here can't name the last time they had sober sex.
Probably. This is Miami, bro. Come on.
90. Look at this motherfucker trying to think back. He's like,
I
I remember I posted this shit not too long ago on my Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
The hella hoes! The hella drunk ass hoes talking about what's wrong with that?
oh my God.
What's wrong with that?
That's Miami, bro. That's
And I'm like, what you
that's
talking
fucking-
about? What's wrong with that?
Wow.
Now, there's nothing to say that you can't. It's nothing wrong with fucking drunk. Okay, like, but if you need to get fucked up to fuck,
That's a bad thing.
that's a deal breaker. Look,
is a
another
deal breaker.
fucking breaker is a girl that can't control her liquor.
Bro.
Right off rip.
Oh my God, guys that can't control their liquor too.
the
should be
worst
embarrassed,
fucking
bro.
shit in the
I can drink
world.
more than you and you're a bitch ass. I gotta carry you out. Oh my God.
100%.
Deal breaker.
One fucking slur. If we're talking first date, one fucking slur, está pasingad. Está pasingad.
Hey, this is a good time tonight.
Hey. Oh, está pasingad. Never in my life would I fucking on the first date you fucking got so banged up and
Toasted.
slurred.
No, that's also a bad look too. Like if like one of those girls that just gotta be on some shit all the time, that's for me also, like that's a red flag. That is an absolute deal breaker. Like, you know, you do your thing and you have like a Friday or Saturday, cool, but like, bro, Tuesday, Wednesday, and fucking you're out partying 11 bottles, like, bro.
And listen, y'all chime in. I know you won't because you're gonna be putting yourself out.
People, yeah.
But tell me what Coño, what was my fucking point?
Well, while you're thinking of that, men don't really weigh in on the equation. It's good to have your shit together, but don't be at home a loser either. Ambition and independence are different. That's very true. Very true.
That's without a doubt. But let's go back to the sober sex.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm telling you for sure that the majority of girls, it's a thing where they're covering up for la butería.
What do you mean? Covering up for
it's almost like it didn't count.
Oh shit.
When you're fucking drunk and
oh my god, You This Ladies comes out? Ah, okay, so it doesn't count when You This Ladies is here. Oh my god. Do you guys do that? Do you ladies do that? That's
what?
The body count, bro. Like you can't not count it if you're like fucked up. Like that's ridiculous.
I can guarantee you that these hoes out here not counting
it didn't count.
I know I was fucked up. No. I'm still at 3.
Times 10, bro.
Yeah,
come on.
yeah. Listen to me. I'm gonna keep harping on that shit. You motherfuckers.
Are you an advocate for it or?
Sober sex, of course, bro.
But that comes with a comfort level with your partner. Like, my opinion.
So that's what I'm getting at. And when people started writing to me, what does that say about your fucking ability to socialize and not be able to express how that you need to get drunk? Because at the end of the day, hey, listen. There is nothing better than connecting with somebody sober and fucking them sober because the connection was made sober. Nothing better than that.
Yeah, that's deep and real.
But in order to do that, you have to sit through conversation and actually figure who somebody else is. As opposed to getting drunk, that goes out the window and now you're just connecting on fucking, on superficial reasons.
So, funny story, I don't know if I should tell that story.
Funny story.
Okay, no, so women or people in general, like your inhibitions obviously become lower, like when you're drinking alcohol. So if that's the way that you have to do it, no, like people get more comfortable, like they don't know how to let go and like enjoy the moment and like be with that person. Like they have to use it to say, I feel comfortable and this is how we're doing this. That's also like, damn. You got to evaluate as well. Like, where's your head at? And like, are you okay? Like,
no,
I'm
with you.
Thing, bro.
I'm with you. Look, I told you that over the course of the last like 2.5 months, I've drank a lot less.
Really? Why?
Bro, I don't know. I just got to the point that the feeling I used to get, you know, when you go from sober to tipsy and you go, ooh, rico, wasn't there anymore. Every time I started doing it, I was
were
like,
you drinking a lot? To get to that point?
I was
What's
drinking.
What's a lot?
Well, I weaned it out, but during the pandemic, bro, I went to drinking every day, and that overlapped for like that carried over for like another year. Mm-hmm. But over the course of the last 6-7 months, I had slowly stopped. But again, I didn't find the same pleasure out of drinking. Mm-hmm. But the first thing that I realized when I stopped, because I still go out, motherfucker, I am outside.
Yeah.
But sober, it's allowing me to realize what the fuck, why I was getting so drunk to begin with.
Were you drinking to forget or to remember?
I was drinking to be able to deal with the fact that I was out wasting my time.
So like as a Band-Aid.
Yeah, it was let me ignore that I should be fucking doing something more productive. And the reality is that I would have to get drunk to actually have the conversations I was having because, bro, there's nothing worse than the fucking conversation, like the on the surface conversations that you have when you're drunk.
I hate them.
Bro, it's the fucking worst. They're just bullshit ass basic conversations. And when you have them sober, When you're there sober,
realize,
you're only there for 2-3 minutes. You entertain it for 2-3 minutes, and you go figure out somebody else that's more entertaining, somebody that has better conversation. But you don't entertain that shit when you're sober, but you do when you're drunk.
Yeah.
What does that fucking say?
It's so. I think this is a signal for growth because this happened to me as well. Like, you know, a couple of months ago, you know, I was with these girls and I didn't want to drink because we were working and we were all working and these people would fucking pound drinks. I'm like, I don't know how you're working right now. We have 12-hour days and like, I can't do this. I mean, that cólica, bro. And the conversations that they would have, I'm like, bro, like you only talk about people or things that occurred. Like you have no original ideas. There's no information happening. It was so strange. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to be a part of this. So I started drinking a lot less and like partying a lot less. That's my goal for 2023. Stop partying as much, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, same here, bro. I think, you know, I've outdone myself the last fucking 7 years. And again, I don't, because I'm telling you that if I still found pleasure in it, I'd still be doing it. But I just started getting drunk, and again, that transition from sober to tipsy, it started becoming like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
Here we go again. Here we go. Now my week's not gonna start till Wednesday.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shitty feeling, you know?
Terrible. It's terrible.
It hit me too. So maybe that's a signal for growth. But getting back to the connection part, like, you know, I think I was just having this conversation. How funny. Perfect segue. So I was talking to this kid, like the kid who's like my little brother, and I kept asking him because he's a wealthy dude, but he hates talking about money. And like for me, I used to as well, but I've switched over because I started thinking about it. I'm like, what don't people like talking about in public or whatever? It's sex and money. But like, what's the two most important things in life? Sex and money, right? A lot of people connect. It fucking makes everything go around. So it was so uncomfortable for him to talk about it. And then also, I think as well, it kind of goes into that question of like sex. People are not open to having these conversations, and like drinking allows them to be more free and flexible. That's not good. I don't think that's good.
It's it shows you how far away from knowing yourself you are. Or how comfortable you are with yourself.
Yeah.
Because again, when I started socializing without drinking, obviously, you know, there's always a fucking, what do you call that shit?
Well, you have to have patience because everybody's like fucked
There's
up.
always like a fuck.
But like you're out. I found it.
A turnover, like a fucking, you gotta, in other words, when you do something like that, you gotta get used to it. Now you gotta get accustomed to socializing without drinking. Yeah. And that's when, again, all those epiphanies come where you're like,
that's uncomfortable and awkward, but if you can do it, like it shows strength and like not strength, but like the confidence in you as a person. Can you associate and have great conversations without being fucked up?
Exactly.
That's a challenge.
Can you tap into yourself? Your fucking
yeah.
All right, so last
Blue
one
Martini,
here.
That's so funny.
Blue Martini,
Blue
what?
Martini. I didn't go to Blue Martini, bro. I fucking hate Blue Martini.
Hey, Baba, listen to me. Listen to me.
I hate it because of the parties that went down.
You want to find yourself una veterana, Baba. Whoever asked me that ass eating question, that's the first time I ever got my ass eaten, kiddo. Una veterana from Blue Martini. I have a bit about that. She goes, "Quiere que te coman?"
Wow. That's
like when I figured it out. She goes, "Papi, quiere que te coman?"
Wow.
Yes. Yes, whatever that is. All right, so last one here. How soon after meeting someone do you start picturing marriage?
Oh, wow. So
Me in the first 30 seconds, by the way.
So that's such a great question. I think in like a couple of dates, you start to realize that this person is marriage material or not. That's the only thing.
But me within 30 seconds.
You know, if you
I start going, how will my family like her? How will we look here? Like for real. It's a little romantic for me. It's for real. But I caught myself the other day, and I do it all the time. And by the way, I don't do it so much from the lover standpoint where me estoy haciendo ilusiones. It's more of a, can I picture her in that scenario? Can I actually picture myself with this woman? Yeah. I think it's the whole trying to figure out,
is it gonna fit into my life?
Yeah.
Based on that. Bro, I never wanted to get married. You know why? Because I live in fucking Miami. I don't trust anybody, bro. I don't trust you motherfuckers, bro. Because you know how many times, let me tell you, from fucking Southwest, bro.
Southwest the high school?
Bro, like I would chill with like dudes. For some reason, it's easier for me to have conversations with guys. Like it's fucking hilarious. So, bro,
That's another conversation for
Oh,
another
yeah.
podcast.
for sure. And then, bro, this guy was with his girlfriend. We dropped his girlfriend off, and then he went to go pick up his fucking other girlfriend down the street. And they're like, "Oh yeah, don't say anything." And I'm like, "Fuck, bro." Like, that's why I don't trust dudes.
Yeah, well,
Dirtbags, bro.
if you hang with guys,
Oh my god,
growing up,
I've seen the crazy
you're
shit,
not gonna
bro.
trust any motherfucker on the planet. Look, to that point, the reason I have a lot of fucking trust issues is because of the dirt that women have done with me.
Really?
Absolutely.
I mean, Miami bitches are crazy. Like, you know.
What I'm saying is like women cheating on their men with me.
you?
Yes. Where it's I'm like,
Wow.
and you know,
But did you know before you did it?
Fuck yeah.
And you were
Fuck
cool
yeah.
with it?
Yeah.
Why?
When I was
Why?
younger, I did not care.
Oh, okay.
When I was younger, I didn't care. Nowadays, it's I don't even want
That's
the
karma,
headache,
bro.
I don't
That's
even want the
fucking
headache.
Karma.
But these women would do shit with me, and what to me what was scary, bro, is because you think when you're in relationships, sometimes you're like you feel like I know this person 100%. There's no way. And these women would talk to these men, like we would be done, and they would go and hey baby, I love you, like things that you go back and you're like, man, my girlfriend's how would I know if she wasn't with a dude?
That's the thing,
on
bro.
the other side of the phone. You get what I'm saying?
I think Miami really, like, that's a standard, right? Like, people do that, and it is what it is, and people get that sense of, like, ugh,
I don't think it is
anybody.
what it is. I think that I believe in monogamous relationships.
I do, too. I
believe in the shit.
Now in my 30s, I believe in it.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely, exactly. Definitely after my 30s, but yeah, I completely believe in fucking monogamous relationships.
Mm-hmm.
You don't though.
I do now.
You said that shit with very faint.
I do now. Before, no. Because, like, I met a person who changed my perspective. And after that person, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's actually possible. You know?
I think so. If you are cheating on your dude, if you're cheating on your
fucked
girl,
up, bro. Like, cheating in general, like, just, like, you either work at it or fucking let it go. Like, how can you hurt somebody like that, bro? And look them in the face. And, oh, puppy, hey, I'm coming home. And she's fucking...
that's the fucking dirty
socio,
part.
bro. Yeah.
To me, that's the fucking grime. Like, you
Dirty.
the I love yous and the still acting like.
It's wrong. It's wrong, bro.
Now look, there's another side to that coin, and we won't touch on it here today because we've gone a little long. But there's another side to that coin. If you are not giving your partner if you're not putting your due diligence into the relationship, and you're not satisfying certain aspects of the relationship, and she goes out y pega darro, I think there's argument there for a darro. I don't think that darro's ever the right way to go.
Right.
But there's certain cases where it's understandable, and I know guys that will go. How can you go 2 months without banging your chick, dog?
Oh, no.
A month
That's
without
ridiculous.
banging your chick, dog.
But that's your fault. Like, as a dude,
100%.
I think that's also crazy too. Like, the initiation, like, that shit has to come from both people. The
Well
passion,
done.
the conversation. Like, if you got lazy and you let your girl go 2 months, bro, you don't deserve her, bro.
And by the way, that's another one. I don't the whole initiation thing. That's a deal breaker too. If you're a girl that it's always
Fish.
it always has to be fucking. You always have to fucking darle una nalgada to get her going.
I also agree with that statement on the flip side. If a man can't do that, deal breaker.
But
Absolute
it's
deal
easy
breaker.
for me to do it, bro. Like it should be easy for a dude. Like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like it should.
It should be easy.
It should be. Yeah.
Should be. But deal breaker. So we got a question, if you have time.
All right.
If you're in a relationship with someone and their friends are a bad influence, what do you do? Welcome to Miami.
If you're in a relationship and their friends, When you say the friends are a bad influence, now I'm talking if it's a girl.
Yeah, of course.
So this is a girl whose friends are all sluts.
Or maybe they drink a lot or party a lot or it's not about
Sluts.
sluts. No, bro. Bro. Blanket statement, bro.
So, but why is that? So why is that a bad influence? So what I'm trying to figure out is what's the bad influence?
That's a good question.
What's the bad influence? Because
So
if it's
let's
just
say-
drinking and partying without sucking dick, I don't think it's that bad of an influence.
I don't think so either. I don't
You
think
get
so
what
either.
I'm saying?
I mean, I think it depends on the extent of a bad influence. You're right. If the friends are taking you down a road and like drugs and doing the wrong thing and cheating, like you were saying, that's an excessive thing. And you can tell your partner, hey, this is a hard limit for me. I don't think these people are good for you. Right?
Yeah, well, I definitely wouldn't. I don't think that I would be entertaining a girl that's going out and getting empericado with her friends all the time. Like if that's something you do every now and then, but if you're gonna be going out and getting empericado and partying like you're single, go do that shit with somebody else.
Damn. Why is that a deal breaker?
Because I don't think you should be partying like you're single. When you put yourself in a
What is
situation,
partying when you're single? What does that mean?
partying like you're single.
Partying like you're single.
Getting thrashed and doing perico and fucking going out. All that does is open you up to a realm of fucking cheating possibilities and fucking
Okay,
situations.
fair point.
Like, again, if you did it once
Bro, like once a month.
once a month,
Yeah, once a month. Bro.
going
twice
get
a month.
it's too.
It's too much. Twice a month.
Twice a month is way too much.
Okay, good to know.
I mean, again, thrashed and fucking empericada and fucking, to me, I picture a girl like that hooking up with a dude in a club. Yeah, if you're getting trashed.
Perspectives, bro. Interesting. Good to know.
Yeah. That's what I would picture.
I mean, if I was with somebody and like the dude and his friends were bad influences, like you were saying, the partying thing, like
Flip it around. How about if right now you were my girl and you knew that I was going out with 4 of my friends to go get fucking thrashed in Perigao.
So again, establishing on the baseline, we have trust, we've communicated, because the thing is, I think it's healthy for people in relationships to do their own thing
Absolutely.
with their friends. And if you're trying to prevent somebody from doing that, you're sick. You're sick.
Well,
Like,
no, it's a
you're
terrible
obsessed.
relationship.
But if I knew and I'm like, hey, I trust you. You're going to go party. You're going to let me know what's going on. At least I know you're safe. You're taking an Uber, bro. Like, I trust your friends, right? And you're going to go do that. It's not my favorite ideal situation, but I believe you as a man, if I trust you, you're a grown-ass man, you can make your own decisions. Either you make the right one or the wrong one. Like, and then you got to look at my face. So,
No,
know?
Listen, I agree with you, and I don't have I agree with you in the sense that people do need to do their own things. Now, if you're going out, if doing your own things means that every time you get to go out with your friend, it's like an escape, and you go to get fucking
damn,
thrashed.
dude, yeah.
It almost says something like, what the fuck?
I think you're right, Caballo.
You're there fucking, you're using this opportunity to go get fucking shit-faced.
Damn.
And you do that, if you do that once a month, that's 12 different fucking times in the year that you're putting yourself in a situation where, hey, now she's drunk, a great looking guy comes, and now it opens up, her inhibition.
I see where you're coming from now. Now that I see it, I can see where it can be taken as like a shitty thing to do to your partner.
I think you just gotta flip the scenario, bro. I don't
I
think.
mean, if a guy did it to me, I wouldn't be happy with it. But like, it's Miami, bro. You want to fucking go out bottles, fucking do that shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen, right? But trust your partner to do it. But if it was all the time, like 2-3 times a week, no.
Yeah. I mean, you can go out with your fucking partner. You can always go and get thrashed with your partner.
Exactly. That's the thing too. That's even more fun, no?
Well, fuck that.
But I have a question for you. So dime, bro. I heard you're coming to a comedy show near Miami, bro. What's happening?
Yeah,
What's happening?
Hey, bro, if y'all haven't gotten your fucking tickets.
Where can I get the tickets?
March 6th, the link in my bio.
April 6th.
April 6th, I'm sorry. Fuck.
I'm like,
it passed
time
already.
traveling.
Yeah, the link is in my bio on my Instagram and on my TikTok. Get your fucking tickets, April 6th. It's on a Thursday. That's going to be my next comedy show. It's at Casa Tiki. Holla back.
Where's Casadiki?
It's just a couple streets west of Ball and Chain on Calle Ocho.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's right there in the heart of Little Havana.
I'm going. Let's go.
Yo, yeah, it's better
gonna
be
be fun.
there. Yeah, it's better be there. You too, pussy boy.
Get your tickets now. Get your tickets.
Hey, Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you, motherfuckers. It's been another great episode from straight from the horse's mouth. Make sure you tune in next week. If you're not subscribed, make sure you fucking subscribe. Follow my homegirl Kat at Kat, KATXMO on Instagram. And that's the only account you have, right?
That's it, bro. That's it. But guys, it's been a pleasure. I hope you enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. I had a good time.
Fuck yeah.
Let's go. See you next week.
Holla back.